Go.
Hi, my name's Claire from Book of Flowers, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a flower crown to wear on your head. Okay. Hi, today we're going to be learning how to make a flower crown out of wire and flowers, and everything's made from scratch. So first of all, what we need to do is get the stronger gauge of wire, this nice long wire, and tape it together approximately. We can roughly gauge it'll be about so long, about sort of 20 inches, and then that needs taping together, and we make a hook on either end ready for us tying it off at the end. So taping up the length. This is going to be the backbone of the flower crown. That's why it's a bit stronger, but every other flower that we put to this is wired individually on a much thinner gauge wire, and this is the real wire here. Okay, so once that's all taped up nicely, we need to make a little hook there, like a little eye. Same on the other end, just fold it round, and then that's ready, and then that'll go together like that once all our flowers are on. So today the flowers we're using, we've got limonium, gypsy grass, wax flower and spray carnations. I've got some nice ivy berries. We've got lovely variegated ivy, full green ivy, and this is called pistache. Pistache, or the nut, yeah. So I've actually prepped up probably about half what we need to fill the flower crown. So I'm going to demonstrate again. I've actually just got my lengths off the reels ready to cut. There's two gauges. One's feels thicker than the other one. The finer one is better for your lighter flowers, so that'll be these here and your stitching, and you need your heavier gauge on the reel for your carnations, and that's the heavier one there, so I'm just going to pop that there, and this is all the finer. Okay, so what you need to do is cut off a stem or a brack of your limonium, strip it down to make mini little bunches if you like, or mini clusters. Then you need to be cutting it on the angle, trim it nice and neatly, lay your wire over there, fold it down and wrap it round really tight so that's not going to move. So we need to do approximately 10 of these. So we've got 6 there, so I need to make another 4. So stripping it down again to make another little group of a cluster, and chop. And you don't need this wire to be that long, because once it's taped onto this backbone, we're going to cut access away, because it all adds to the weight, and you have to, you know, this is going to be worn on the head, so you don't want your head to be aching and sore. These are made for festivals and bridesmaids, so therefore they're going to be worn all day, maybe even into the night. The lighter they are, the better. The full ones you see at festivals, they really are heavy, you know, with the big roses and big flowers. And that's fine for the, you know, if they're happy to wear them. I mean, some girls are wearing loads of hair extensions and things, so they're probably used to it, aren't they? But for daintier work such as this, you don't want anything too heavy. Okay, another little bunch in there, and one more of those. I love these colours together.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah, nice lilacs, whites and pinks. Then
they have a wild flower look about them, don't they?
yeah, and then we need to be taping so that it all looks like it's on one natural stem. Okay, just keep everything in your piles so you can kind of see where it all is. It's like when we're making anything, if you keep all the same varieties together, it keeps our organised and we know exactly what's where. Okay, same goes for your jip. Now this is a nice round fat little star of a flower. So we've got nice form and textures like the heather look of the limonium. On the gypsy grass it's a nice round filler. Some circlers can be made just of gypsy grass as well. We've had a few weddings this year that they've only had gypsy grass in their flowers. They've had no other type of flower or foliage at all. And they just wear gyp in their hair and gypsy posies. And that's quite pretty, especially in the summer. And another couple there. Now I'm working to approximately bunches of this. Some are going to be bigger depending on how full the flowers are. If you want to go bigger for your flower crown, feel free. It doesn't make a difference. Again, tape nice and fine, pulling the tape to the wire. This all creates weight if you've got too much. Okay. And then we'll have some more spray carnations. So this is the heavier wire this time. So I'm going to cut off the buds that are actually showing. You can use the green ones as well. If you want to use the green ones, maybe use two together. So if you want choosing to do that, remember what we said about the nodes as well. Just cut straight up. That's not going to take up water, but that's going to cause a lot of bulk when you're actually taping. So it's going to be easier for you to tape. So if we're putting two together like this, we still individually need wiring and taping, like so. And then just tape them together. Okay. These are showing colour, so I'm just going to do them individually. Through the calyx, push through one side, out through the other, and then hooking it down and a little twist around. And then tape right down. Okay, I'll do another one. We're just going to encourage that pink to show through a bit more. Take away any heaviness that you don't need. Like on this one, we don't need those. So you're stripping it down to make it finer for when you come to tape and wire. Tape it down. Doesn't matter if the tape snaps, you just go back over. And then the last one, taking all those bits away, through the top there. That's another reason why you need a stronger wire. It's to hold the weight, but it's also to actually go through that. That's quite a thick leaf on the calyx there. Okay. Then our ivy, gorgeous variegated ivy, and I'll just cut a couple These can be different shapes and sizes, depending on what you want yourself. Stitch in with the finer gauge wire. And remember, it was 2/3 of the way up the back of the vein, under and out again. So it's like a stitch, and then pull it down. And then that's about as long as you need your stem to catch in. Another one here. 2/3 again. And then down. I'm just going to cut myself a little bit more of this finer wire. And we'll do 2 more of the variegated ivy. This adds a little bit more interest, the variegated ivy on the leaf, that makes it more interesting to look at, the shading on the leaf. Okay, and down, and then that's probably a bit too long there, so we're just going to trim off. Tape needs to be coming as high as you can on your leaf. And we'll keep all these nicely together. Which do you prefer, the variegated or the green ivy?
I like them both, yeah. The variegated is nice because it does bring in
Lightens
the
it
yellow,
up a
doesn't
bit. It looks lovely in the arrangements. Do you remember what this is called? Pistache, thank you. Yeah, well done. This is a nice little leaf, and it's also nice to group this. So obviously we're going to take away those bottom leaves because we want to catch that in the wire. And just wrap tightly. If you want to leave it wider, that's fine too. So we'll do a wider piece this time. Just bunching it together. Okay. And then tape. So when we're doing anything wired, it probably takes about, well, not even half the time to assemble it as to what it is to prepare it, wire everything individually. Okay, so let's start, because we can always pop it down and add some more as we go if we're needing, if we're running out. Just open that up a bit, but you can see where your tip of your flower or your leaf is got to come to. I always like to start with a point, so the ivy's quite perfect for that. Layer it down. Then your next item, up to you, but because we've got a piece of foliage, I think we should go with a nice little filler of flower, and then a filler of pistache. Now when we've got 3 and we're holding it against the backbone, that's when we've got to start taping it to the heavy wire. So a couple of times around and further down, about approximately an inch-ish. Bring this wire over and trim it back. Push that down, because this will all add to the weight. So that's keeping it nice and fine and light. Then I think we're gonna go for a nice piece of jip next for the colour. And a green leaf. And we can actually fold that round because we've stitched it 3 ways, 2/3 of the way up. Now that's just 2 there, but I'm going to catch that in because he's kind of moving. So you need to just catch individually if you want to. Pull in the excess as you go all the time. We'll go for a nice pink carnation and a berry. Okay, taping against. Now that's kind of sitting nicely at the side, and that's about the width that I want to go to. I don't really want it to come any wider. If you do, that's fine. Don't forget to trim as you go. Then what haven't we got? Wax flower, okay, and a nice little ivy leaf on the other side. So that's quite nice because you've got an ivy leaf there and one over there. Okay, tape. Cut. And we're kind of starting a bit of a pattern here, so we'll go for the pistache. Taping it, trim it down and tape. Watch you don't kick your eye out. Okay, so you can see it's starting to form. What was next? Gypsy grass. Okay. And then it was a green. So I'm actually going to layer that on top to lighten the green. It's really fun when the brides come in and they say they want hair flowers and you ask how many bridesmaids have they got, and it's 8. You think, oh, that's going to be a long day. Okay. Variegated, I think. Taping it down. And then you can move them around because they're wired. That's the beauty of wired. We can fiddle with them, play with them, tweak them. So wax flower next. And we'll have a nice green leaf on the other side. Oh, we had pistache, sorry, we had pistache and, yeah, there we go. Doesn't have to be an exact pattern, it's a natural thing. Okay. These berries are actually from the ivy plant. I just thought it was a shame not to use them while they're in season. And you've, oh, that's too close, let's... Oh, that's because that's hiding there. Yeah. So I've just added 3 there. Tape them into place. Then we've got our spray card which can go in there. Yeah. Variegated ivy, which I'm going to add in a minute. I'm just going to take this guy down. Pistache, wax flower and a berry. So we're just over halfway and we've still got plenty of material, so hopefully we'll have enough to finish. Okay. Jip. Cut that wire away. You don't want to cut the wire too short until you've actually taped it into position. Okay. Green. Yeah. Spray card. Yeah. push that up a little bit. We've got a berry, we've got a pistachio. Yeah. If you've got a wider piece, you can make it go 2 sides, like spread it out. It gets tricky as it gets towards the end because it's getting heavier. Okay, so I'm going to just go over that tape there, I think, because it's not feeling like it's secure enough. Yeah. Okay. And then we've got our wax flower, variegated leaf, linoleum, cutting away excess, okay. Jip, ivy leaf and spray car. Probably easier having the weight hanging down at this stage. Okay, you see it coming together.
It's just beautiful, isn't it? I'm dreading doing this. Blair.
You'll be fine.
What time do you close?
I'll stay.
Might be a late night.
Okay, I'll just phone my husband and tell him we're having a lock-in. Cut those away. Okay. Okay.
It just looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
You're gonna wear these? You're gonna model them? I'm getting a picture of you all on Facebook with these on. Look at my bridesmaids today. Should have told you to wear a nice dress. Okay.
Just wearing it would have been enough to go. You
Yeah.
need to take a rain check.
Okay. Nearly there. Nearly there. Okay. Ooh. Taking my tablecloth with me.
Are we going to work on this one?
Yeah, I'm going to have
Brilliant.
on the white, yeah.
Yeah, it does help,
It
doesn't it?
does, you
Yeah.
can see everything.
Yeah.
Green on green's not the best. So yeah, it's just tissue paper.
Yeah, it's just those wires and stuff.
That's it.
Keeping everything right.
So you can see. You spend half the time looking for everything. Still trimming back. Unhook that so it's ready, but we know that's the end. Okay?
Yeah.
So probably got enough to just finish off. We don't have to have it sort of two set with another stray cork, and there's a nice amount in there already. I'm reserving these for the end. I'll show you why when we get there. Jip and the wax flower for okay. Right, Now we're at the end. We'll call it the end anyway. We're putting things in upside down, if you like, back to front. So as tight as you can with an ivy leaf, and then also just to fill in there a piece of your gypsy grass, and we'll try just a small piece in the middle of the limonium. Feed it through, flatten them, cut back that wire and tape. Okay, then fold the ivy back so it hides the hook for the ribbon. So we need to make that circle there. Okay, we've already got that one nearly halfway there. Okay, so that's the flower and wire part of the flower crown. Now what keeps it together is this lovely ribbon. So I'm going to go for the lilac, but we've got pink and white there. Then, oops, through the top eye first, thread your ribbon. And then bring it over and thread it through the other. Okay, and then pull. See it coming nicely. And then that enables whoever's wearing it to make it a bit wider if necessary, or a bit tighter if the case needs it. And then just tie it loosely in a little bow, and then go around just making more of a circlet, and then I shall model like that.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay, so there we go.
Wow.
Thank you.